Vacuum sealer bags versus food storage containers. Which keeps food fresh longer? Hey there, food lovers. Let's examine a common kitchen dilemma. Vacuum sealer bags versus regular food storage containers. Which option truly keeps your food fresher longer? And more importantly, which is the right choice for your kitchen and food storage needs? This comparison looks at what food storage research tells us about these two popular methods. We'll explore freshness results, convenience factors, cost considerations, and sustainability aspects to help you make the best choice for your kitchen. The food waste problem. Before diving into our comparison, let's talk about why this matters so much. The average household throws away approximately $1,500 worth of food every year. That's essentially tossing 15 $100 bills directly into the trash. Beyond the financial impact, food waste contributes roughly 8% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Finding the right food storage solution isn't just about organizing your kitchen, it's about making a meaningful difference for your wallet and our planet. With food prices continuing to rise, there's never been a better time to maximize the lifespan of everything in your fridge and pantry. The contenders. Let's meet our contenders. In one corner, we have vacuum sealer bags, the space-saving option that removes air from around your food to extend its freshness. They're flexible, can be custom-sized, and are especially popular for freezer storage. In the other corner, regular food storage containers, the durable, reusable options that most households already own. These come in various materials like plastic, glass, or silicone, and provide physical protection for your food. While they work on different principles, vacuum sealing removes oxygen that causes food degradation, while containers primarily provide a physical barrier. Both aim to extend the life of your food. Freshness comparison. When it comes to freshness, research and expert sources provide some clear insights. For solid foods like cheese, cooked meats, and firm produce, vacuum sealer bags typically outperform regular containers. According to food science experts, vacuum sealing can extend freshness by about 3 to 5 times compared to conventional storage methods, while containers generally offer 1 to 2 times the normal shelf life. For example, properly vacuum-sealed cheese can last 4 to 8 weeks in the refrigerator, compared to just 1 to 2 weeks in a regular container. This is because removing oxygen significantly slows the growth of mold and bacteria. However, with delicate foods, the story changes. Leafy greens and berries often fare better in rigid containers that provide physical protection against crushing. Vacuum sealing these items can actually accelerate wilting or crushing unless special techniques are used. For pantry items like crackers and coffee, vacuum sealing significantly outperforms containers in preserving aroma and crispness. Vacuum-sealed coffee can maintain its flavor profile for months rather than weeks. The most dramatic difference appears with liquid foods. Regular containers are much simpler to use for soups, stews, and marinades, as most vacuum sealers cannot directly seal liquids without first freezing them. Convenience comparison. When it comes to everyday convenience, your personal situation matters significantly. Vacuum sealer bags require more initial preparation. You need a vacuum sealer machine, bags, time to seal them properly, and care to ensure the seal area stays clean and dry. However, once sealed, they take minimal space in your refrigerator or freezer, a major advantage for small kitchens. Containers offer simplicity. Just put the food in and snap on the lid. The trade-off is they occupy the same amount of space whether full or empty, which can be problematic if storage space is limited. For reusability, containers are the clear winner. They can be used thousands of times with proper care, while even durable vacuum bags will eventually need replacement, though many can be washed and reused several times. When it comes to visibility, being able to see what's stored at a glance, both options can offer transparent solutions, reducing the chance of food being forgotten in the back of your refrigerator. Cost analysis. Let's talk about cost, a crucial factor in deciding which system works for your kitchen. Initially, vacuum sealing requires a larger investment. A quality vacuum sealer typically costs between $50 to $150, plus the ongoing expense of bags, about $15 to $20 per roll. Containers, on the other hand, are much more affordable upfront. A good set of food storage containers might cost $30 to $60, with no additional ongoing expenses unless they need replacement. Let's break down a realistic scenario. For a household storing food 3 to 4 times weekly, first-year cost of vacuum sealing, approximately $100 to $200, machine plus bags. Annual cost of replacement bags, approximately $75 to $100. First-year cost of containers, approximately $30 to $60. Annual replacement cost of containers, minimal over a 5-year period. Vacuum sealing might cost $475 to $700, while containers might only cost $60 to $120 total. However, vacuum sealing can potentially save more food from spoilage, especially for high-value items like meats and cheese. This food waste prevention could offset much of the additional cost, depending on your household's eating patterns. Sustainability factors. From an environmental perspective, containers generally offer advantages. They're reusable for years, creating minimal waste over their lifetime. Vacuum sealer bags, even when reused multiple times, will eventually become waste. However, some manufacturers now offer recyclable vacuum sealer bags, though availability varies by region. The environmental calculation isn't quite that simple, though. Food waste has a massive environmental footprint. If vacuum sealing prevents more food waste than containers, it could potentially have a lower overall environmental impact despite the bag waste. For those especially concerned about plastic use, glass containers offer a long-lasting, plastic-free alternative, though they're typically more expensive and heavier than their plastic counterparts. The perfect combination. Based on food storage best practices, for most kitchens, the ideal approach isn't exclusively using one method or the other. It's a strategic combination of both. Use vacuum sealer bags for meats and other items headed for freezer storage. Long-term preservation needs. Foods where space savings is critical. Bulk purchases you're dividing into portions. Coffee, nuts, and other items sensitive to oxidation. Use containers for delicate produce like berries and leafy greens. Foods you access frequently during the week. Leftovers and liquid-based foods. Items you want visible in your refrigerator to reduce waste. This hybrid approach gives you the best of both storage methods, maximum freshness, convenience, and value while minimizing the drawbacks of each system. Pro tips for success. Whichever method you choose, here are some expert tips to achieve the best results. For vacuum sealer bags, leave at least 1 inch of space above food for a proper seal. For sharp items like bones, wrap in a paper towel first to prevent punctures. Pre-freeze very moist foods before vacuum sealing to prevent liquid from interfering with the seal. Store vacuum-sealed meat in the coldest part of your freezer. For food storage containers, choose the right size to minimize air exposure. Ensure the lid is completely sealed. For produce, add a paper towel to absorb excess moisture. Opt for square or rectangular containers to maximize storage space. For both methods, label everything with contents and date. Cool hot foods completely before storing to prevent condensation. Store similar items together to reduce searching time. Regularly audit your stored food to prevent forgotten items. Final verdict and recommendations. So, what's the final verdict? Which is the champion of food freshness? Both vacuum sealer bags and storage containers have their place in a well-organized kitchen. The right choice depends entirely on your specific needs. If you're looking to maximize the lifespan of expensive items like meats, cheeses, and coffee, especially for freezer storage, vacuum sealing offers superior preservation. If you need a simple, versatile solution for everyday leftovers and produce, containers will likely serve you better. For budget-conscious households, start with quality containers. The entry cost is lower, and they'll handle most of your basic food storage needs. For homes that freeze a lot of food or buy in bulk, the investment in a vacuum sealer system can pay for itself through reduced food waste, despite the higher initial cost. Closing. Understanding the strengths and limitations of both vacuum sealers and food storage containers helps you make smart choices for your kitchen. Remember, the best food storage system is the one that works with your lifestyle, budget, and the types of food you commonly store. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more kitchen tips. Thanks for watching, and we hope this comparison helps you reduce food waste and save money in your kitchen.